November 2021. Like a little bit out of breath. I know it sounds silly, but it just means because it's like physical activity. I feel like my lungs are still trying to catch up. And ever since COVID as well, I have put on more weight because obviously I'm not as active anymore, and it feels like I have to depend on my partner a bit more, and obviously I can't keep doing that. Coughing, sneezing, shortness of breath, fatigue. Honestly, when I've read things online and I've seen people having COVID for like since it started, that really worried us, because like I don't want to be ill like this for long. My doctor said, have you heard about the long COVID team?
John Miley.
Hello.
Come through, sir. Have yourself a seat.
Thank you.
Are there any particular worries you've got about this whole situation? You know, is anything
That I don't think I'm ever going to get better.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Go, hard as you can, keep going, keep going.
Going to take blood from you, is that okay?
So what we know is that COVID doesn't just affect people physically, it also affects people psychologically. Okay, I'm just looking at your scores here on low mood, and what you're indicating is that you're not sleeping very well.
No, because sometimes I think, like, when I do fall asleep straight away sometimes, but sometimes I just feel like, oh, why am I always so ill? Like, I'll think to myself, I know it might not be COVID related, but I sometimes get up when I'm awake and I'm thinking about it. I think, have I left the door open? It's like a...
It sounds like you've developed lots of anxiety, and the anxiety is trying to find its home, so it's looking for anything possible to worry about.
I think COVID's opened the door.
Physio, occupational therapy. And what do you want to get back to doing? What are your goals? What do you want to get out of being here?
I just want to get fitter.
And that's shortness of breath that's limiting you. Do you know if you've put any weight on since having COVID?
About 3 or 4 stone.
If there are physical problems in the body, whether it be scars or whether it be inflammation or anything not right, I'll tell you, the tests we do today will find it, and I'll tell you about it, and we'll get on with it.
It's been awesome. I've got many answers, and now I'm getting referred to the right people. Like, I come in clean. It's like I'm actually looking a bit forward to the future. August 2022. I've been a lot better now, but I wouldn't say I'm 100% better, but like, I feel like I can do a whole lot more now. Physically, I feel great, and mentally, I think it's just helped us tenfold. Like how to deal with the anxiety side of things of having long COVID and getting scared in case I get it again and stuff like that. I've just dealt with the like little mechanisms to cope with it and stuff. I'm sleeping a whole lot better, and when I used to wake up, I used to really feel like drained before I even done anything. It feels good, because now on a Thursday, because it's like everyone's day off, we'll have like a group of work, like 4, and we'll go what we'll call it Adventure Club, and we'll go for walks in random places. We'll just go on Google, type in, and we'll just go there and we'll walk. Just because I've never been able to do it for a while, because I would get out of breath. The first time I went to Bullum Lake, I only got halfway around, and then I had to turn back and like go back to the car, because I don't think I would have made it round. But then when I went back, I made the point of going round 2 times. I don't think there would be an adventure club if it wasn't for getting help off the long COVID team and giving us that push and the help to get better.
John Miley.
Oh, hello.
Hi, John, nice to see you again.
You too.
Yeah, come through.
Cool.
Come and have a seat. All right. Well, brilliant to see you. It's, crikey, it's about 9 months or so thereabouts since I saw you last. And there was lots of bits and pieces that we talked about when you were here last time, but I'm going to hopefully do less talking this time. I just want to hear from you.
I feel like I wake up with a spring in my step instead of like having to lie there for 5 minutes waiting for me batteries to charge up before I get out of bed. We started this, what we call Adventure Club, on a Thursday.
All right, and what's that?
Like we'll go walking, we'll just go onto Google, find the most random places, like I've been to Bowlam Lake, Barbara Castle, we're going to Warkworth Castle on Thursday this week, and we'll just walk until we're kind of, it's like before I had COVID, because I used to love going out walking and stuff. I used to go to the lakes walking a bit as well, but now me partner's brother, he does all that stuff, so I'm going to have to go with him.
That sounds brilliant.
Try. I think I'm ready for the next step.
I'm seeing a new man here, you know, totally different man to what I saw back in December, and it's brilliant. What bits do you think, the advice or the bits that we did for you, you know, could you pick out and say, well, that helped, or that wasn't much use?
All the information that I did 9 months ago was helpful, but the bit that stuck out for me the most was the psychology bit.
I'll get you to see everybody else today.
Step on there for me.
Push it out fast and keep going. Keep pushing. A little bit longer for me.
That's it, we're off.
Woohoo.
And you press right in the middle, but don't bend your arm. I don't want you to bend your arm so you don't get a bruise. And I'm just going to pop that in there.
Have a seat. I'm Georgia, one of the physios. Nice to meet you. From a physio point of view, you saw the OTs and you saw the dietitians. And how was the fatigue management service?
This is Kerry, our psychologist, just for an update.
So how have things been for you recently? And how's the anxiety kind of on the whole? So do you still get any kind of anxiety, kind of panicky symptoms like racing heart?
Well, the main reason for calling you back in really was just to show you your breathing tests and your weight. Now, you were a bit underwhelmed by how well you'd done, I think because you were comparing yourself to your partner who'd lost 6 stone. You've lost 2 stone, that's fantastic.
What?
Yeah, you've lost slightly more than 2 stone you've lost. Now those scales of ours are accurate, I can tell you. And we measured you last time, we've measured this time.
Oh, that's
You've
good.
lost more than 2 stone.
That's good.
Fantastic.
I'm so happy about that then.
Yeah, yes sir. And, here's the next bit, because you've taken some of that weight off your tummy, now your lungs have literally more room to breathe. And I can even see that on the breathing test. Your lungs now have increased their capacity because they've got more space. They've gone up by about ½ a litre, and that's a big jump for your lungs. So that's brilliant.
I'm happy about that.
So that's good news.
Sorry, I'm going to have this smile all day.
Give yourself a pat on the back, because you've done it. You're the fella that's done it here. You know, you've got out and exercised. I didn't walk around Bowlam Lake. You walked around Bowlam Lake. I didn't lose the weight. You've lost the weight. You know, you've dealt with the kind of the worries and the anxieties, and you've faced that and you've done it. So you're the fella that deserves the pat on the back here.
Like, I don't think without coming here, I wouldn't have been able to walk around that lake like what we did though. Just the other day. I don't think I would have done it, but now, having the help from the team, I think I could probably run around there now. I feel like I could, but I don't know if I would. I'm probably not going to get any work done, I'll be telling everyone. Mega happy. Like, I'm not going to lie, yeah. Like, I'm probably going to cry later. It's the news I wanted and so much more. I thought I'd lost a little bit, but I didn't quite think it was 2 stone. Like, I thought like a couple of pounds or something, but coming in with a couple of stones, quite a shock, and I'm quite happy about it. I'm just happy to see what the future can bring us with all my knowledge from the clinic, like, and pass it on to other people too so they can get help as well.